What's good? I swear, like I feel like I played you before. I swear to
And the
God.
Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff.
I'm about to say I just came back on here today, friend.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
It's like my. I'm about to say this like
First
my.
down here for the
It's like
offense.
my fifth thing. I think I'm 4-1. I'm sorry, like that.
On the run, it's Love.
I'm trying to figure
And
out
he's stuffed by that big
what playbook's to
defensive
run
tackle
with
up
for real.
front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass, it's Vasco. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown Broncos! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Makes the catch. It's Waddle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top.
And that pass intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off-play action on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Broncos want to move quickly. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Well, it comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the fullbacks are just big, burly, strong suckers. They got bloody knuckles, tape all over the place, and they're just lowering their shoulder, trying to hit you, trying to get positive yards, and it's exactly what he does on that play.
Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Boise State 7, East Carolina 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to throw. It's Hauser. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Time to take a shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Scanning the field, it's Vasco. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Running back goes in motion. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. This time on target. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They'll immediately call timeout. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the tight end outside. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy because of his frame. You're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Touchdown, Boise State! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, and you open it up for the passing game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Going up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Turner. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Boise State 21, East Carolina.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Shakes off the defender. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he's going to be stopped for a loss. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Dropping back, it's Basco. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on offense, you know this is four-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
This offense simply has to pay this off on third and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Boise State ready to send out that offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the side.
Oh, it's out! Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up. The give to the fullback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Coming up, fourth down.
They're only 1 for 3 on fourth down attempts, but they'll try it again here. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. He leaves it with his back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Boise State 21, East Carolina 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Broncos are rolling down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Love. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some.
He's looking deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
The give to the back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Got his man out of the backfield. Tackled immediately after the catch. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown! finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find going for it all. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. The return never really got started.